quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got it to about the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to roam now.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 39. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. Shoves him aside.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The slot man in motion right. Chubb on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hayden Hurst, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And Chubb will try the middle here.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. That's out to the left flat and complete. Touchdown, Browns.
Devontae Smith
from 3 yards out.
And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Browns 24, Eagles nothing.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready. And they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy quarterback.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught at the 25.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And give him a gain of 37.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if
nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Drill 52. Red cycle.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagle.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, that's Watkins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. On 1st down.
Fulton.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground.
Fulton.
And this time he is in. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they stop him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Into the hands of London.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And some space here.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. Interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
On third down, here's Gibson.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle, at the 60,
They'll run on first down. Fulton, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a gain of 34.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as